was happening just now, but we were experiencing some technical difficulties. Let me go ahead and pin this message, pin pin that message. Yeah. So yeah, we were experiencing some technical difficulties just now. 76, how are you, my guy? Sorry about all the technical difficulties. I sincerely apologize. We did have quite a bit of people in the chat not too long ago. Hopefully they do find this video again, but if not, who knows? So 76, be mindful that this guy right here with the check mark, I'm not entirely sure why he sees the need to troll so much tonight. Big up yourself. Listen, look, man, we're discussing some topics here that these are not like joking topics, jokey haha topics. So I'd appreciate it if you were a little bit more, a little bit less of a troll, right? So if you want to listen, you can stay. If you don't want to listen, it's okay to leave as well. You know what I mean? No, I'm not talking about what you're asking about right now. I'm talking about what you were talking about prior to like the last video. Um okay, so as far as again, I don't really know much about those situations that are happening between Palestine and Syria, to be completely honest with you, right? Big up yourself. I hope for peace for all people that are involved there. I hope the kids, right? The children, the innocent children that have nothing to do with this, I hope they can be safe. I hope the adults can be safe, and I hope that the people there can get along, right? That's my main thing, okay? But big up yourself, you know. Thank you for the sub, man, but it's just one of those things, man. Like we're really building a real community here, man. Um Red's Mac is talking about you on her channel. Not entirely sure who that is, to be honest with you, but thank you so much. Jake Berry says, "What's up, y'all?" Big up, Jake Berry. Hello, I am from Brazil, says Bruno Vinicius. Big up yourself, Bruno Vinicius. So guys, yeah, sorry about that. No, listen, I'm okay with the trolling just as long as it's something respectful. Yeah, like when I say respectful, as long as it's not something divisive, right? And especially at a time like this when I kind of just want to kind of, just hone in and tap in on what it is that I want to focus on. And I feel like the message that I'm going to deliver tonight is important. I feel like somebody wants to hear it. And I don't think people want to go through the chat and see certain messages. You know what I mean? So it's nothing personal against you. I don't have anything personal against you at all. You could be a fantastic guy. I'm sure you are. But yeah, but big up yourself either way. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I want to get into what it is that we came here for, right? So yeah, earlier today, I did a live stream, right? And it was a really good live stream. It was a really good live stream. I usually when I do the live streams during the midday, I don't quite stay as long as I did today. But today I did. We did well over an hour with the live stream, and I thought it was really, I thought it was a great stream. I thought it was a really good to great stream, right? But anyway, today in the live stream, someone asked me a question. They were like, "Hey, man, do you date white girls?" And my response to him was this, right? So, what the person looks like on the outside, a lot of time, it's really a bonus, right? Not to say you don't want to be attracted to what the person is or what the person looks like on the outside, right? But what matters the most is how that person is on the inside, how that person treats you, how that person turns up, right? Because a lot of times people, most of the time, people want to be around people that look like them. Most of the time, people want to rub shoulders with people that come from the same culture as them, right? Most of the times, people hurt people in their own culture, right? Most of the time, people hurt people that look most like them. But beyond all of that rigmarole, right? The person that you're looking for, like really looking for, I mean on a spiritual level, right? On an intangible, emotional, soul level, right? On an intangible level, may not necessarily fit the package of what you think that person should appear to be on the outside, right? There's plenty of cases where people's lives have been saved by people that are not from the same race as them, that are not from the same culture as them, that are not from the same country, the same zip code, the same continent, right? Yet that person sees something inside of you where they saw you in need and they were like, yo, you know what? I'm going to help this person. When everybody else that was in your race was like, nah, forget about him, right? And this isn't against anything or anyone that is a part of your race, right? Because you have good people, you have bad people, but it's really a spiritual thing. It's really an intangible thing. And that's what I really try to focus on here, right? Because I a lot of times I do see some things on the internet that I really judge, and I call it foolishness, right? I really judge these things. I'm not going to act like a holier than thou or anything like that, right? I'm just like everybody. I have opinions on things as well, right? So when I do see these foolish things, right? And I think back to myself, well, a lot of people are product of interracial relationships, whether directly, i.e. their parents, indirectly, but still directly in a way, but indirectly, their grandparents, maybe their forefathers or some, right? Look, 8 generations, right? 8 generations up, 8 forefathers up. I don't know how you say that, right? It took what? About 256 people in just 8, right? Generations to make you. Double that number, and that's 9 generations, right? So that's in excess of 500 people 9 generations ago. So you think everybody that was interacting and having intercourse at that time and getting together was of the same ethnic group? But people are just so stuck in this third dimension that they fail to realize that, hey, listen, I'm just like everyone else. If it was meant for me not to interact with other people in different races, then we probably wouldn't be able to have children with one another. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And everyone could have their own opinion. Everyone views the world differently. I get it. I understand why people would want to date people that look like them, that are in the same zip code, the same city, right? You know, a lot of times you don't want to look too far. And it's not about looking either, right? So for me, it's about attracting. To be completely honest with you, I'm not going to go out. I don't want anybody who doesn't want me, right? I do not want anyone that does not want me back in return. I'm okay not having someone that doesn't want to be a part of my life or doesn't want me. Fair enough. Okay, fine. That's okay. I'll just move on over here. I'll just continue to live my life, right? And when maybe I do see someone and the chemistry's right? And we start to move toward each other and the vibe becomes, elevated to a different level. Then at that point, then we could think about what will happen in the future between me and that person, said person, whoever it is that I'm talking about. But so many times, man, I see and hear things where people are just, it's like they just box themselves in, right? They're looking for a person and they'll describe the person's characteristics to a T. But maybe that person's characteristics doesn't exist in your city, in your area, or even in your race. Maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't, right? So you're going to tell me that the person of your dreams or the person that you think is of your dreams because that person is not of the same race as you? Whatever that person is. Like, I don't care whatever that person is. But because they're not the same race as you, you're going to just, they don't look like me, so I'm good on that. And I hear a lot of very educated people, man. Educated, like book educated, right? And they will hone in on the fact that, yeah, you don't need to be dating outside of your race. Right? As if they want to marginalize you. Like, who are you to really go around telling people who they should or should not be dating? Like, I'm okay. Like, it's cool. Like, everyone's gonna have what they're attracted to, right? Everyone's gonna have their preferences. Sometimes your preferences are gonna change. Sometimes you get tired of dealing with one group of people, right? In terms of, how can I put this now? Sometimes you're tired of seeing the same old thing and experiencing the same thing over and over and over. So you want to explore and experience something different, right? And sometimes experiencing something different means stepping out of that zone that you are comfortable in, right? Known as the comfort zone. You said it. You guessed it. Appreciate that. But yeah, to answer your question, I have, right? And I did tell him that, yeah, initially when I was a kid, had a summer vacation in Vermont. I was like 11 years old. So my first little girlfriend, and when I was a kid, when I was 11, she was probably a little bit older than me, right? She was a little white girl, right? And then and then the next person that I dated when I was the same age, right? Still a little older than me, right? White girl. So at that point of my life, right? My first initial experiences with relationship were, yeah, that. Now I've since moved on. I've since grown up. I've since dated different types of women. I've mostly dated black women, right? Like I've mostly dated black women, probably a good 85, 90%, right? Those didn't always work out. Those did not always work out. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with moving on. I'm okay with experiencing new things. You understand what I'm saying? I'm open to new experiences, right? But when it's all said and done, no one could accuse me of just being boxed into just one category, right? And not leaving the door open to explore a different horizon, right? Absolutely not, right? Yeah, but I mean, that's my thoughts on that. That's my thoughts on that. But let me go ahead and get into some of these questions because I know you guys have been patiently waiting, and we kind of had a little incident that happened earlier that prevented us from going. But yeah, here we are. People just troll for no reason, says Jake Berry. Just because the internet is anonymous. AJ says, nah, bro, just joking. All right, man, you're fantastic for helping people and doing good deeds. It's really not really about being fantastic, man. This is about being genuine, to be completely honest with you. But I appreciate that compliment, though. Thank you so much. Patrice Butler says, sup. You giving out N-word passes, says Chi-Town Guy. Wrong channel. I'm not giving out any passes for you to disrespect anyone of any race, to be completely honest with you. So, yeah, I don't know where you get those at. Why is the chicken in the chicken sandwich? I'm not entirely sure. Don't eat chicken. Hair and beard, how much you pay in a salon for this? I actually don't go to a salon. That's crazy. It's funny you said that. I don't go to a salon. Yeah, I don't go to a salon. I pretty much groom myself. I hope that answers your question, though. So all of this stuff, the twist that you see in my hair, these are things that I do for myself. You know what I mean? But I sincerely do appreciate that, though. Thank you so much. Munta Sharma. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, guys. Please make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, right? Because we have very motivational content, man. Our content is so motivational and so motivating and so helpful and so inspiring. Trust me, you will love it here. Oh, wow. 444 subscribers. Oh, unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I do believe that we can hit 450 tonight, but 444, that is an angel number. That is a very, very unique synchronicity. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. That's energy right there. Cuz Simp Hard, you live, laugh out loud, Carlton, says Corey P. All right, Corey P, big up yourself. I don't know what you're talking about, Corey P. But yeah, whatever. Show us your Feet covered in ranch. Okay. All right. Someone says, except for white people. Is there race bait in here? Says Adam Holtz. Do you think that sin, aka karma, distances a person from God? When you say distances a person from God, God is in everyone and in everything at all times, right? As far as karma goes, like, yeah, all right. So what goes around, what seeds you plant will come back around, right? What goes around does come back around. But as far as you distancing yourself from God, I don't think there is really a such thing, because God isn't an independent entity that exists outside of us only, right? It's not just, God isn't just outside of us. God is inside of each and every one of us as well, right? So I don't think there is a such thing as God, neglecting us or, distancing ourselves from God. I think, yeah, you plant a seed, it comes back. And if it doesn't come back in your lifetime, it will come back further on, maybe down your lineage. So do be mindful of the seeds that you do plant, to be completely honest with you, right? I'm not perfect. I've planted negative seeds before, right? And I've come to terms with some of the karma that came to me, some of the good karma and some of the bad karma, right? But you don't want it to stack up and, generate more and more interest. But if you look at the seeds and how you plant a seed, if you plant an orange seed, oranges grow. If you plant a mango seed, mangoes grow, right? You can't plant oranges and expect mangoes, right? It just doesn't work like that. So be mindful of the spiritual seeds that you do plant and the physical seeds that you plant, right? Because you reap what you sow. That's just what it is, right? So that's what I believe on that. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, my opinion now. Dip your toe. Okay, all right, Duet. Stop asking me to dip my toes in ranch, please, sir. So I have to hide you from this channel because you keep doing that. Did you see the Olympics breakdance lady too? Too funny. I did see a little highlight of it. That's something where I kind of looked at where that was a bit. I kind of thought of it as something odd, right? It looked like kind of a mockery, right, of a certain culture. I didn't really like that, right? I didn't really like it. You know what I mean? I think she had time to really prepare for it. You knew you were entering the breakdancing contest. So if you knew you were entering the competition, why would you enter the competition unprepared, like that? So yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the highlight, but I really didn't watch the Olympics, to be honest with you. I had things that I had to do. I had to work. I got to do this. I got to, pick up my daughter when she needs me, and just other things as well. Someone says, "Can you show me?" Okay, Sanjay, I'm not entirely sure what it is you're saying. My apologies. I can't. I don't know what that says. He says, "Ap Khan se desh se ho brother." Big up yourself, man. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but thank you for joining us, and I appreciate you sharing. P, what are you talking about, man? Well, Kayla, we're talking about interracial relationships and not just marginalizing yourself, and maybe the person that you really, really want from the inside is probably doesn't necessarily look like you a lot of times, right? So yeah, there are going to be cultural differences in relationship, guys. There are going to be cultural differences sometimes, right? But just having respect, there's certain things that are just universal, right? Having someone that respects you, having someone that does the things that they're supposed to do, having someone that loves you unconditionally, you can't put a race on that. You just can't. And you can't limit that. You can't put boundaries on that. I think that trumps anything else, right? Because both of you come together as one. And I don't know why people try to keep people from coming together as one. I think eventually, I mean, I really don't understand it. That's mad crazy too. I have the right to I have the right to seen fine in every color. Yeah. Listen, there's beauty in every race. There's beauty in absolutely every race, guys. And I'm sure you guys have seen it before where it's like you're attracted to somebody that's not your particular race. There's beauty in your race, right? But there's beauty in other races too. It's not a competition, right? But beauty of the soul, a beautiful spirit, a beautiful attitude, right? That counts for something as well, right? It's not just what's on the outside, guys. The outside is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tell you it's not cool. right? But yeah, guys, we gotta look a little bit deeper than that. I'm be honest with you. We gotta look a little bit deeper. She could have sold you back in the day. Okay, all right, Ray W, you've just earned yourself a hide the user from this channel. See you later. Terrence B says, good evening and grace and peace. Terrence B, big up yourself, my brother. Big up yourself, my brother. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for tapping in with us. You understand what I'm saying? Got much love for Terrence B, man, over there. Always sending positive vibes. Always bigging us up. Always making us feel good. Appreciate you, Terrence B. Hope you had a great day, bro. How was your day, by the way? Worsened Emir Noch here says no. He says no. I don't know what he's talking about, but he says no. Why haven't we gone again, says Big Rocks Big. We are human beings. It doesn't matter what color a person is. I only wish the world could be more loving. It really doesn't matter what color a person is, but yet we have people that keep recreating the karmic cycle, that keep recreating bad karma, that have been conditioned to see the world through the eyes of race, right? Not through their spiritual eyes anymore. If you really think back far enough, right, and you look and you see people of a different race, right? You may have two schools of people or two schools of thought. You might see someone, right? Let's say you're a black man, right? Let's say you're a black man and everybody in your family is black and everybody that you've ever seen was black. Let's say this is some ancient times, right? Back in the day. And all of a sudden you see somebody who looks absolutely nothing like anybody you've ever seen before, right? You would probably A, be terrified, or B, be extremely fascinated, right? So you still, to this day, have certain people that have that fear kind of just embedded in them, where they're still terrified of people of other races for whatever reason. They feel like they're in competition. What are we racing to? What is the rat race? What are we racing? What are we competing for? What are we competing about? What is the competition? I don't know. I didn't sign up for it. Because I'm not competing with anybody. Right? So I think people always want to compete with other people. Oh, don't let them over here. They're black. You understand what I'm saying? Or don't this or don't do that. Like, come on, grow up. Grow up. To be completely honest with you. Cindy Salt, thank you so much for that. I sincerely appreciate it. Ronell Ruffin says, I need a pass. You need a pass what? You need a pass gas? I'm not entirely sure what you need a pass for. I'm not entirely sure what it is you're talking about, brother. Please elaborate. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit more direct tonight. I think I'm getting really comfortable with you guys and comfortable having these conversations. But yeah, I don't know what it is. She says, sound like you from Canada, says Big Rocks Big. I've been to Canada one time for like 3 days, right? Maybe 2 days. I don't even remember how long I stayed in Canada. Yeah, I'm definitely not from Canada, but I do have some relatives over there. Okay, Blinky Blanco. I'm not even gonna read that. Why do you have hair like a woman, says a Mad Monk. I don't even know how to answer that question. Because you just completely look past the fact that I have a beard. Is that jealousy I sense? Is that what it is? Is that jealousy I sense? Please, jealousy is not, it's not welcome here, right? Be comfortable who you are, Mr. Mad Monk. Love who you are. Love yourself for who you are. Love your features. Love who you are. Don't worry about what it is that I have on my head. All right. This is how I like to grow my hair. This is how I like to show up. You know, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Be comfortable how you look as well, Mr. Mad Monk. Yeah, I don't even care to ask you why you're bald headed or why you don't have hair, right? And it's probably coming from someone who doesn't have hair, and I'm not upset. Some people have hair, some people don't. It's okay. Either way, it's okay. All right. I'm sure you're beautiful on the inside, regardless of how you believe that you look on the outside. Come on, Mr. Mad Monk. Big up yourself either way, man. I hope I hope your day turns out better. Daniel Green says, enough respect to you, bro. Watching from the UK. You have a new subscriber in me. Thank you so much, Daniel Green. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big fan of the Premier League. I'm not even going to be divisive and tell you guys what, but a lot of you do know what team I support over there in England. But that's going to be for another channel in the future, right? When I actually do some of this sports podcasting. But yeah, spiritually, just talking, this motivating and the spiritual talk. This is just me. This is me in my natural element. You know what I mean? Yeah, sports, I'll be a little bit more animated, a little bit more emotional, a little bit more emotionally invested in it. But yeah, sports can be very tricky. Very, very tricky. But thank you so much, Daniel Green. I really appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. Guys, please follow Daniel Green's lead. Woo, we just got 4 more subscribers since the last time. You guys are doing phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. I really sincerely appreciate you guys. From all over the world. All over the world. Can I fly you out to Chicago, says Rick. No, thank you, Rick. Sally says, LMFA Ranch Dude was hilarious, says Sally G. I didn't find him funny at all. He was an oddball, but yeah, I'm glad you found it amusing. Love from Poland. Big up to Poland. Big up to the Polish. Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski land. Big up yourself, my guy. Dr. Poe says, nah, bruh. Why, hello, Josh. What you're on? Yeah, Rick Rodriguez, if you ask me that question again, I am going to... Yeah, okay, all right, cool. You ask me that question again. Bye, Rick. Timothy Oak says, I'm white as can be, and the love of my life is a black woman. Hey, Timothy, more power to you and your wife, man, or you and the love of your life. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you guys found love. I'm glad, and that's the most important thing, is that you guys found love, and that you guys are gonna look out for each other, and you guys are gonna be there for each other. Just be there for each other, treat each other right. Make sure that today, tomorrow you become better than you were today, right? Get more exciting. I think a lot of times in a relationship, what happens is people start to lose interest a little bit. People start to stray and kind of, they don't have the same enthusiasm. They don't have the same, what did John Legend say? Past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. Sometimes we get sick of love. Right? But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you get past the infatuation phase and you're not as infatuated with your significant other as you were yesterday, right? People kind of start to get on your nerves. People let their guard. People aren't who they were in the beginning, right? People kind of just change, or they kind of bring out more who they are. And then you realize, oh, man, I may not have liked you as much as I did. And then maybe sometimes it's us. Maybe it's not necessarily the other person, right? But it's pivotal that if you want the relationship to work and if she wants the relationship to work, both of you guys do your best, right? To every single day be better. It doesn't take much effort. Just be better at your relationship than you were yesterday. Stop trying to manipulate each other. I'm not saying that this is what you're doing, right? But this in like modern society, you know what I mean? People always want to just manipulate each other. And people kind of approach relationships right from the angle of, what is it that I can gain from this relationship? You know what I mean? But thank you so much for sharing that, Timothy Oaks. Sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you guys are still subscribing and liking. Wow, you guys just went up 3 more subscribers. Thank you guys. Big up yourselves, each and every one of you. You guys are beautiful, beautiful souls from all around the world. All around the world. Daniel Green says the world would be a better place if more people were like you. And like you as well, Daniel Green. Don't underestimate yourself, man, because we're on the same vibration. It seems right now, it seems we're on the same vibe, especially where this is concerned, right? And people have it in them to be that, but people are just stubborn. People are just stubborn, man. It's really no such thing as people being. There isn't somebody that's more spiritual. There are people that are more spiritually aware, but no one is really more spiritual than you are. But I really appreciate that. That's a very, very. Those are some kind words. Thank you so much. Joe Harvey says, "My girl is white. I'm black. We passed the skin color issue. So question is, what the issue? Well, the issue is America." Man, don't worry about what's going on around you guys, man. You guys just got to walk through this thing together. You understand what I'm saying? Just as long as you guys are dedicated to one another, it doesn't matter what the outside noise is saying, right? And don't invite people into your relationship, guys. Once you start inviting people into your relationship and discussing your problems with other people, right? Not working it out with your partner. Not to say you can't discuss your problems with like a professional or something like that, but don't take on everything that person says, because that person is not in your relationship. That person doesn't really know everything and all the issues, what your issue are with that person that you're with and what their issue is with you. And you know, your partner is your best friend. Your partner is your other half, right? You guys are now one. Okay. So you guys got to work it out. That's one thing I would say. Amen, Joe. You know what? You know what I'm going to start doing? A lot of times when I do see some of these trolls, I'm not even going to read your message. I'm going to start really reading the messages in my head a little bit first. If it's a funny troll, I'll read it out loud. But if not, I'm just going to, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you're going to troll, be funny. Bro, what time is it out there? Well, in New York, it is 11:43 p.m., right? So it's almost a new day. It's almost the 22nd of August. He says, wow, Lather says, but Mongolians, though, you can't trust them. How do you know, sir? Q Victor says, hello, how are you, Victor? He says, I'm Brazil. Big up yourself and big up to Brazil. Big up to Brazil. I'm in Texas. Okay, you guys are actually talking to one another. All right, cool. He kept the beard, says John Nathan. Yeah, we didn't reach 500 subscribers that night. So yeah, I did keep the beard. Unbeknownst to you, huh? Thank you, Luther. Luther believes my cut looks clean. I appreciate that. I sincerely appreciate that. Infinite love and respect. Infinite love, respect, wealth, health, and prosperity to you. Thank you so much. All right. How is everyone? Y'all deserve a checkup on how you are. So how are you all? Big up yourself, Wood. Thank you for checking on everybody. I'm doing well, Wood. How are you, my brother? How are you, my guy? Whoever said that, yep, jealousy is lurking around. I am becoming bold. Luther Marshall says Manchester or nothing. Luther Marshall, listen here, my brother. Listen here, my brother. I don't want to make this about sports. I'm not going to discuss my team. My team ain't in Manchester. But I ain't a big fan of those Manchester teams. So you might want to watch what you say, right? You might want to watch what you say. Big up to all the people in Manchester. Big up to all the fans, though. But don't go bigging up no team over there in Manchester, my boy. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Timothy Oaks says 5 subs, not 4. Oh, I sincerely appreciate that. Okay, we are at 451 right now. We've actually exceeded our goal for tonight, and I believe that we can get 9 more subscribers before we end the stream tonight. I sincerely do. But guys, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Who was your last relationship with? The last relationship that you were in, right? Was it a person that was of? As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me start a poll. I'm gonna start a poll. I should have. Why didn't I think? Why did I not think of this? All right, let me just ask this general question. All right. Well, that poll is up there. It's a little easy little poll. NYW says hi. Hello, NYW. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Let me go back to some of these things. Thrifty Simplicity says, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Beautiful, beautiful queen. Thrifty Simplicity. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you always do. And you always bring such positive energy when you do come into this chat. I sincerely appreciate you. I'm not gonna go back and read everything that's up there, guys. So I'm sorry about that. I just kind of got to keep it moving a little bit. Later on, I might just go back up and read some more of the stuff that you guys got to say. What's up, old dog? Someone is calling me old dog. That's actually funny. You guys know old dog was the Boys in the Hood? Menace to Society is what it was. Big up yourself, man. Sincerely appreciate that. My guy, you have nice hair. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just say the N word once in a while. Nah, I don't. You know what's crazy? I probably haven't said the N word in months. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been months since I haven't said the N word. Months. Consciously. Right? I don't remember saying it in months. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it tonight. Tried dating a girl, but she was still obsessed with her ex. I think he's trying to say her ex. Spoke to her about it and tried to help resolve it, but she just went behind my back, talked to her friends about her talking to her friends about her ex. Sounds like she had a lot of healing to do, man. So here's the thing, brother. Who is this? Hillbilly Giordano? So Mr. Hillbilly or Mr. Giordano. Mr. G. We're gonna call, all right, Hillbilly G. We're gonna call you Hillbilly G. Right? I think Hillbilly G it just sits. It sits right there. Hillbilly G. It seems as if the girl that you wanted to be in a relationship with, as you said, did not get over her ex. She's still in love with her ex. She's still trauma bonded to her ex. She still thinks that there is something left to do with her ex, right? She's still hurt behind that. So she ain't ready for no relationship. So, of course, since she's stuck in the past, she's going to go to her friends, her comfort zone, and talk about her past, right? You might have some strong feelings for her. You might really love her, but she's just not ready, bro. How much patience do you have? Right? So it may be one of those things, man. I don't know. From my experience, I wouldn't want to play second fiddle to anybody. You get what I'm saying? You want to date people who have healed from that trauma, right? Not people who are trauma bonded by somebody in the past. Because at any moment, if the ex comes back and says, hey, let's work it out, what you think she gonna do, brother? What you think she gonna do if the ex comes back and says, calls you and say, hey, baby, you know I miss you. Hey, baby, you know I think I messed up, right? I think there's certain things that I could do to change. I want this to work. Bro, she gonna melt like butter on a hot summer day, brother. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think you have something to consider. I ain't telling you what to do, my brother. You grown as hell, brother. You are grown as hell. Do what you would like to do, right? But I'm telling you this right now. Be careful, Mr. Hillbilly G. Be very careful, my guy. But big up yourself. Thank you so much for sending that in and sharing that with us. I'm sure a lot of people, if they didn't know that already, learned something from that. Timothy Oak says, I'm in NY too. Big up, fellow New Yorker. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, my guy. Relationships can be complicated. A phrase we have in Brazil is metades da laranja. It means orange halves, onki, the two halves, can make something nice and sweet together. Oh, only. He's trying to say only can make something nice and sweet together. I guess that works. I mean, I kind of understand what it is that you're trying to say. Kinda. But thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Same time here in another state says God's pirate. God's pirate. God's pirate is his username. That is wild. Big up yourself, man. That username alone is funny. You look like Malcolm Jamal Warner when he was in his weird phase. I get the Malcolm Jamal Warner comparisons a lot, to be completely honest with you. That's the comparison that I get more than most. Big up yourself for that. I sincerely do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to open the door. I'm not going to say the N word. And if you ask me to say the N word again, I'm just going to clip you. I'm not going to say it. And stop asking, guys. All right, David. See you later. I'm not getting naked. I don't know what that is. Mentally, I don't know. I've had a rough few years. You know, Hillbilly G, I'm gonna hone in on you a little bit, man. I know what it's like. I've been in that same sort of position, right? I was a sucker for love once. A sucker for love, right? Because I get it, man. You seem like a very nice guy who wants a relationship, who wants something that works, who wants to be with someone. You seem like a very nice, genuine guy, right? How that works, though, a lot of times, the very nice, genuine guys tend to get used, right? So now you're a shoulder to cry on, right? Now you're somebody to talk to about problems, right? Now you're somebody who's really, I don't want to call you the substitute. I really don't want to disrespect you as a man, right? But you kind of have to analyze yourself, and I'm sure you will know what the truth is, right? Deep down inside, on one level, you know precisely what it is that's going on, right? But because you care so much about this person, you're willing to look beyond that, right? But how is that fair? How are you being fair to yourself if you're loving someone who's not giving you all of themselves back in return? You're giving your all. You're giving 100%. She's giving you 10, 20, 30, 40%. Don't you think you deserve better than that? NYW says new here. Thank you so much, NYW. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe. Oh, 17 likes. Not bad. Not bad. I'm sure we could get the like count up to 25. And I'm sure we can get up to 460 subscribers. We are only 7 away from 460 subscribers. You guys have done phenomenal. I think we've already gone up close to 20, but not quite 20 subscribers. So you guys have been doing phenomenal. Juna says, your mother. Why are Americans so obsessed with race? I don't know, man. That is a phenomenal question. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't. It's kind of been woven in the fabric of what built the nation. So I think some people feel like they need to continue that tradition, right? I think the smart people realize that it's time to evolve beyond that, and I think most people, most rational people, should really look back at that and think to themselves, we don't want to repeat that same nonsense again, right? So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But I don't know why America is so obsessed with race. That is a very, very good question, Pizza Deli. Thank you so much. Toast to you, my guy. Make sure you guys are still liking and subscribing. Okay, we are only 6 away from 460. Big up yourselves, guys. You guys are doing phenomenal tonight. You guys are doing phenomenal, making my night even better than it was before. Thank you so much. Toast to you guys once more. Does that sound kind of like crazy? Like whenever I drink it, like, never mind. You guys are cool. Someone says I'm just a kid. All right. Well, it's bedtime right now for kids, so I'm sorry. Good night. Mark Henry says, Sunil, big up yourself, Sunil. Morning, sir. Not morning yet. We still got a few minutes to go till it's morning, but I guess it's morning where you are. So good morning to you, my guy. Big up yourself. He's over there from India. Evol Q says, if you're white, you can just say ninja. Okay, all right, cool. You know what? I'm not going there. Thrifty Simplicity says, my last relationship was with an emotionally unavailable man. Okay. And what was that like? Thrifty Simplicity. I actually want to elaborate a little bit on that. Sometimes when you have emotionally unavailable men, sometimes that emotionally unavailable man was in a prior relationship or a prior situationship, right? Where they were with someone that maybe took advantage of them or maybe hurt them beyond belief. So because they were hurt so badly, they start putting up boundaries around themselves, right? And on one level, they really like you. But on another level, it gets really difficult for them to open up because they don't want to feel the same pain as they felt before. When it comes to emotional pain, I think women are able to deal with emotional pain better than men a lot of times. So I do kind of understand that aspect of things. You understand? But yeah, care to elaborate a little bit more on that? I'm new here, just trying to find some people to talk to before I go to sleep. Hillbilly, welcome. Please make sure that you're subscribing to the channel as well. Wow, guys, you guys are really running up the numbers tonight with the subscriptions. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. You guys are doing phenomenal. I'm not gonna hold you. I am not gonna hold you. Yeah, Hillbilly, big up yourself, man. I understand it. I've been there before, right? I've been in a state like right, I got married young, right? And when my relationship didn't work out, I just couldn't really believe like the lies that were being told and sort of the manipulation that was happening around me. And I think there's certain people that are really skillful at sort of gaslighting you and then reacting like they're the victim, right? So I was in situations like that, and it was very difficult to deal with, right? Like the emotional trauma that you have to kind of recover from, but it does make you stronger, right? So I get it. I've been there. And maybe your situation isn't quite as extreme, right? But at the same time, you still do have the power to make some changes. Make some changes in yourself. Stand up for yourself. You know? Listen, me personally, right now, I'm single. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am single. I do have some women that hit me up all the time, right? But because I don't really have no time for the BS, please, guys, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Where was I? I don't quite remember, but I'm gonna move on a little bit. Robert Wunderlich says, "Honorary white man." Big up yourself. What does that even mean? What is that in reference to? So my input to the subject, it depends. Nah, you're one of us. No going back now. We claiming you. Who's he talking about? He's claiming me? Look, man. Look. Stop playing with me, man. Big up yourself though. Either way. He says definitely white. He's our brother now. I'm everybody's brother, man. I'm everybody's brother. Not just white people, right? I'm cool with white people. There's some good white people out there, and there's some not good white people out there. There's some good black people out there, and then there's not some good black people out there. You know, but at the end of the day, it's not really a race thing for me. I think it's really more of a spiritual thing. So, big up yourself. Big up yourself. I really thank you for being a part of our channel, part of our community. What am I talking about? Channel. You guys are just running up these subscription numbers. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much. And we're at 22 likes. What was the goal? 25? Oh, we're gonna smoke that. We are going to smoke that. Big up to you guys wherever you are in this world. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. But let's see the I actually do want to see what the poll result looks like. Let me see. Wow, 72% of you guys are very open-minded. Big up to each and every one of you guys. So the question was, are you open to dating people outside of your race, right? So out of 61 votes, 72% of the people said yes. Only 28% said no. Wow. So see how the world's changing and evolving. Why does this thing always do this? Come on. Let me go back a little bit because I know I missed some stuff. Watch out for red flags as such, says NYW. Definitely got to watch out for red flags. You definitely have to watch out for red flags. Forgive me, I got the fan up there and it's blowing dust. So whenever that does happen, I kind of do that. But yeah, you see, once I notice certain red flags, I've gotten to the point where I've got emotional control, right? So I don't lose my cool like I did when I was in my 20s. I don't lose my cool like I did when I was 19, 18, 17. I don't lose my cool like when I was a kid. I'll address the situation respectfully. I'll pull you to the side. I'll have a conversation with you. Right? You may or may not know how serious I am about having this conversation because I feel like it's something that needs to be had. And I respect you enough that I'm going to tell you how I feel about this situation. And I respect this relationship so much that I'm willing to discuss and communicate the fact that I don't appreciate what it is that's happening right now. Right? The minute you decide that screw you, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Okay. I understand that you don't want this to work the way I want this to work, right? So there's a disconnect there. So you know what I got to do when I see these red flags? I got to keep on moving, girl. I don't even know if that's a song, but yeah, I got to keep it moving. But NYW, I thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, you definitely got to watch out for red flags. I'll give you an instance as well. There was this one time I was dating this lady, right? What's crazy about this situation is this, right? You guys may or may not believe me, right? But this was a really odd thing, right? And this isn't a synchronicity that usually happens as frequently. But the universe revealed something to me in my dream. So I had a dream and she was actually flirting with some dude, right? And the exact race of the dude and the exact top that the dude had on when she was flirting with this dude. The setting, I don't quite remember what the setting was, but the setting, I recall the setting being very similar, right? So I remember one day we were in this restaurant, right? Somewhere in New Jersey. And while I was eating, right, I remember what seeing her flirting with this guy, had on the same exact attire, was the same race, similar height, skin tone, right? And I remember what I had said to her in my dream. I said to her in my dream, he's not even your type. But you know what I did in reality when it happened? Because I saw this story before. I saw this thing before. I saw this event happen already. I was so calm. I was so cool. I was so collected. I got up from around the table, right? I stood up. I took my seat. I gently placed my seat underneath the table. I said, you guys have a good night. And I left. Right? So my whole thing is this. When it comes to respect and you having respect for yourself and respect for your boundaries and having standards, do not bend those standards or break those standards, right? And respect the standards of your partner as well. Don't disrespect those standards. Otherwise, what's the point of you guys being in a relationship if you guys are just going to continue to disrespect one another and violate one another? Yeah. So that's my little rant about, is that even a rant? My little dialogue about red flags. If there is one life and differently one love, love cannot happen again and again. I think love always exists, right? I think there always is love. I think love is what created everything. I think love is a unique ingredient that is an energy that created everything. So yeah, while there is one love, let me see that again. You said love cannot happen again and again. I guess it can't happen again and again. But yeah, you can love multiple people, right? Like you can love your mom, you can love your grandma, you could love your grandfather, right? It's an unlimited amount of love that you have in you that you can give out, right? But in terms of being with somebody that's compatible, that has that special place in your heart, I think there absolutely is room for that as well. You know, I think there also is that room as well. So yeah, Billy Butcher, have a great, wonderful life somewhere else. Take care, my guy. That's a shame as well. My father's name is Billy. 457 subscribers. You guys, boop 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 boop. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Malcolm Jamal Warner is handsome, so that's a compliment. Yeah, yeah. Big up to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah, you know. I guess we do have those signature features. The full lips. He did have dreadlocks at one time too. But they said his weird phase. I don't remember him having a weird phase, but I didn't closely pay attention to Malcolm Jamal Warner. But thank you so much, Thrifty Simplicity. I think you're beautiful as well, Thrifty Simplicity. I didn't quite really see your profile picture, but your energy is beautiful, and your skin tone is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful, and you have a beautiful aura around you for sure. Evol Q says Hillbilly needs a Middle Eastern woman for sure. Oh man, I don't think there's anything wrong with a Middle Eastern woman, man. I don't. I think culturally, I think culturally they're different. I think culturally they may be more loyal. I'm not entirely sure. I've never dated one, but from what I've heard, Hillbilly G says, for real, I feel like I'm always like a therapist for everyone, says Hillbilly G. I think people recognize that about you, Hillbilly G. They recognize that you're the person that they could go to really talk about things, right? So, yeah, people are going to tend to use that, you know? This can happen to a woman as well, says YNW. Absolutely. These things are not exclusive to just male, right? These things can happen to both sexes. So, yeah. Just Random says, can I get a shout out? I subscribe. Big up yourself, Just Random. Thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. Be sure to also like the video as we try to get it to at least bare minimum 25 likes tonight. Big up yourself, my guy. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you consider a different race? Like, for example, there can be a Hispanic that considers black who dates a black man. Do you consider them a different race? No, I mean, no. Hispanic, I don't. Like, for instance, Dominicans aren't. Like, Dominicans, for the most part, are like indigenous mixed with white and like black. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know. Race is really a social construct, right? It's what race you really identify as at that point. To be completely honest with you, so yeah, race is really a social construct, and you do have different ethnic groups and people with different features and people that have their bloodline. Like for me, myself, you could look at me and tell that the majority of my bloodline is African, right? But there's also Cuban in there. There's also definitely some European in there. I mean, if you take a look at my grandfather, it's not hard to tell, right? But yeah, the vast majority of my bloodline would be African, would be black, right? So, but yeah, it just all depends on what it is that you identify as. When you know what I mean? But yeah, race is just a social construct, and we do kind of want to break that trend and just kind of just move into spirituality, right? But as of right now, the way how we talk and the way how we communicate, it's like we have to say, do we have to? I don't know. But the way how things are constructed, it's like you can't go a day without mentioning, the race of someone or seeing the race of someone or noticing the race of someone. And it's the way that we've been programmed to really view the world or view things in America. So, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely a good point. That's definitely a good point. But if they identify as black, then, I guess they're black. You know what I mean? Question. Is this a male relationship channel, meaning a man cave dwelling? No, absolutely not. This isn't even really a relationship channel, to be completely honest with you. This is an inspirational channel, a motivational channel, a spiritual channel for sure. But this isn't like a man cave sort of thing. No, no. I definitely no. It's not. But thank you for the question. Bro, date what you want, but don't say you won't date a certain race. Sounds bad in my opinion, says Wesley Parang. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for sharing that, Wesley. Yes. Liliana says, hi, I'm 20. And Enjoy It says, all right, Ziff. Enjoy it. Thrifty Simplicity says, it was very difficult. There was a huge lack of empathy presented. Additionally, I felt like I had huge walls up and struggled to be vulnerable. Yeah, that tends to be the result of that sort of relationship, right? I don't particularly love the term vulnerability, but I do understand why you use that term, right? Because you do tend to let your guard down. In relationships, let's face it, right? Like you do risk having your heart broken whenever you're in a relationship with someone, right? And if you do have those walls up, it's really to protect yourself, right? So I get why you use the term vulnerable. I don't have a better term for it, so I think that is sort of the best way to put it right now until we come up with something even better than vulnerable. But yeah, that does tend to be the side effect from being in a relationship with someone that does put up walls. Yeah, it definitely does, right? Like again, man, we live in a spiritual world, right? So, people are communicating on an energetic level at all times. They might not even be aware of it, or they think that you're not aware that you guys are communicating on that spiritual level. And so it's like they overlook a lot of things or they don't pay attention to some things. So yeah, you're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right, Thrifty Simplicity. Absolutely right. Sorry, who's claiming who, says Marked. Not entirely sure. If God made everything, then am I God? God is in everyone, right? The ego, you can't quantify God into the ego. Like you can't, I mean, you can, but it won't do you any good. You know what I mean? But God is in everything, right? God is in everything. So yes, you are an extension of God. To answer your, to just put it simply, right, without getting too deep. But that doesn't mean you could go out just hurting other people who are also an extension of God as well, right? So, yeah, and we do live in a world that's governed by karma, whether you want to believe it or you don't want to believe it, right? Hence why when we plant seeds, we reap what we sow, right? So, there you go. Someone says, "Bro, do you like Jews? I'm 1% Jewish." I don't have any problem with Jews. I think there's good people and bad people in every race. I think there's negative and positive in every race, in every culture, in every group of people, right? So yeah, yeah. I mean, I love Jerry Seinfeld. I used to always watch that show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, I believe is the name of the show. And I just really I like Jerry Seinfeld. He just seems like a really cool, nice guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So big up yourself. You're 1% Jew. Does that count? Does that really? Do they are they like, oh, he's 1% Jew. He's one of us. Is that how that works? I'm not entirely sure. But big up yourself, Mr. King Boss. You are made in God's image, says Timothy Oaks. Yes, we all are. Thank you so much, Timothy. I don't know why, but YouTube can have massive delays on streams. When I streamed, I had like a 10-minute delay when I streamed, and it was so annoying. Yeah, oh, we kind of had a little bit of lag today, right? So we took off and we were having a great, phenomenal stream, and then it just went, right? It just went down. There were things that were happening, like with people trolling and stuff like that, and it's like I couldn't, kind of gain control. I couldn't regulate, right, the chat, and I didn't have any moderators in here yet. So it was one of those things where I was like, all right, cool. I don't want someone to be in here trolling and then being extremely disrespectful and offending people. So I had to kind of stop streaming and then start again. And then the second one that I started, it wasn't working, right? So it just took a while for me to really get back and get this back up. But then we had quite a bit of people come in. Wasn't our most viewed stream, but it's pretty decent. So you know what I mean. I am grateful for that, and I love doing this regardless of how many people are in here. I absolutely love it. So I really thank you guys for that. Han says hello from India. Big up yourself, my G. Big up yourself and big up to India. Big up to India. Podnet MGM, Brazil or United States? Haha, depends on what it is you're talking about. If you're talking about soccer, Brazil. But yeah, United States. But big up yourself, man. I love Brazil. Are you kidding me? Love Brazil. Bro, how long you been transitioning? Transitioning what? Like into a different dimension? I'm not entirely sure what it is you're talking about, Mr. Ghostbot. Hello, don't date anyone. It doesn't matter what's your race. Don't date, I guess. I'm not really a serial dater. I'm not really a dater either. Like it's more like we get together, we chill, we can go out and do things that's fun, things that you consider fun, things that I consider fun. But I don't want it to be something where people kind of bring their best or bring the fake version of themselves and we're interacting with ourselves, but we're not really being ourselves, right? Like I want us to go out, enjoy ourselves, maybe go on a boat ride or something like that, but just be ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about like just going to dinner and, oh, tell me about yourself. And then it becomes like this big job resume, like, yeah, well, I graduated Harvard in 1991, and then I went to Yale, and then I took a job at NBC as the executive president, and then I bought Universal Studios, right? Like, I don't want it to be one of those sort of things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want two people, we get together, we enjoy one another's company, and, and yeah, it's nothing smoother than that, you know what I mean? But thank you so much, Jessica Andrew, and it's great to see you once again. Guys, please run up that subscription count. You guys definitely beat the thumbs up record. Not the record, because that's not the most thumbs up we've ever had. But you definitely beat the thumbs up goal for the night. But and you actually, I gotta give it to you, because you guys we set it for 450, but I do believe that we can actually break that and get the 460 subscribers tonight. So make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Salute, Art of Mind. You guys already know Art of Mind is back here again. Big up yourself. Matt Sutton is absolutely going to get hidden from this channel. See you later. See you later. Hillbilly G says, I don't know when you see this. I agree with you, brother, about red flags. Me, myself, I'm still learning all the red flags. I sound more mature than my age, which surprises most people. What is your age, if you care to share? Mr. Hillbilly G. Black racist Lucas. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what it is they're talking about. There's no love, only lustful bastards. I'm not entirely sure what Jessica Andrew is on right now. Guys, stop talking about oil up. You guys are gonna get hidden from the channel. I guess you guys want to get hidden from the channel. I'm not entirely sure. You come here, you get some free content, you get some great game, and we interact with one another. Come on, guys, let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it respectful. Again, I don't know where you're gonna see this, but I agree with the bending standards. I did that a little, but thank you for teaching me this. My parents never really taught me about relationships. Had to learn myself through experience. Big up yourself, Hillbilly G. Big up yourself. And listen, you don't want to learn through my experience, right? Because I kept ignoring these red flags until these red flags got to the point where they just reached the point of no return, my brother. Right? Where the disrespect just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But you know what? I learned from that. And I learned how to just be silent. When she doing all of that rigmarole and being all emotional, just shh. Just be silent. Right? Just be silent. Exercise your right to be silent. Right? It's at that point, that's where you have your power. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't realize that. I used to be the one getting upset when I was being gaslit. But I learned the hardest way possible. But I learned it. You ain't got to learn it the hard way. Trust me when I tell you that. Not reading that. Greetings was scrolling and decided to stop and show some love. Thank you so much, Unleashed Rainbow. Big up yourself, guys. You are definitely subscribing. Once again, we are up to 458 subscribers. You guys are the best. Run up the like count again. I'm sure we can hit 30 likes tonight. I think this video deserves 30 likes. I know you guys learned some stuff in here. I know we can hit 30 likes tonight for sure. For sure. Andrew Glanzar says, so I am white and I dated an Asian woman. Is that weird? Nothing weird about that. Wait, what? Says Savannah. I am straight white man, but I identify as a black. Okay. All right, man. Whatever your name is, because I can't even see your name. It's like a lowercase n over there in the corner. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Have a skibbity day, says Tony Montana. Tony Montana, check up on my ear. Thanks for answering my question. Subscribe. Thank you so much, NYW. I sincerely appreciate that. I sincerely appreciate you for subscribing. Guys, we are on our way to 450 subscribers. Do you guys know how many subscribers we've gotten this month alone? Do you guys know how wonderful you are, each and every one of you? Everybody that subscribed to this channel, everybody that was meant to be on this channel, everybody that was meant to soak up this wonderful information. Guys, we've gotten in excess of 250 subscribers this month. Easily, right? And there's still, what, 8 days to go, 7 days to go, something like that. You guys have been wonderful. I definitely know we're going to hit 500 before September starts. And my birthday's next month. We might hit 500 subscribers by this weekend, right? I don't put it past us because you guys are so great. I like Muhammad Ali's take on race mixing. What is his take on race mixing? I don't. Okay, before I get into that, this guy whose name I can't really read because it's just a lowercase n in the corner. When I was homeless, he says, I was so thirsty that I drank water from rice field. I'm gonna read this silently because this sounds like some. Okay, yeah, that's not worth reading. I like Muhammad Ali's take on race mixing, but to each his own. I don't dislike interracial couples. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. All right. What's up, my dude, says Samurai. He struggled with vulnerability, had walls up, not me, says Thrifty Simplicity. Oh, he struggled with some. Oh, he struggled with it, but you were still open? Okay. 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 Well, that seems like it was a case where, yeah, you were open, but he wasn't. I get it. Are women made in God's image? What kind of question is that? Of course. Everyone. Absolutely everyone. Bro, you give off the ick. All right, Corey P. He came back to troll again, but you can have a great night. Take care of yourself. Not gonna read that. I disagree with Corey P. Yeah, Corey P. Yeah, something's wrong with him. Thank you so much, Timothy Oak. Timothy Oaks. Sorry about that. Do you think there's a problem with people who aren't attracted to certain races? I think people have their preferences. I think sometimes people do close their self up to possibilities. Don't necessarily think there's something wrong with them. I think that's their perspective, their unique perspective. Maybe they'll evolve beyond that. You know what I mean? Maybe at some point they'll evolve beyond that, but maybe that's just the stage where they are right now. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with them. But yeah, good question. No life, Alan. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Hello again. It's me, says Matthew. I wanted to follow up with you on the Volkswagen. Okay, not gonna read that because I don't know what you're talking about. Ariello Antonio says, Brazil. Hey, man, I'm a fan. Big up yourself, Liliana. Thank you so much. Hillbilly G says, I am 15. Man, okay, 15. Okay, summer break, but I mean, we're not saying anything crazy in here, but big up yourself either way, but you should probably be in bed, young man. I understand about being silent. I learned that part really early, and it has helped me a lot. Yeah. It helps if you learn that now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Someone says they're 9 years old. I'm not tired. Okay, I'm so sorry, but I gotta. 9 years old is way too extreme. I'm sorry. I gotta get you out of here. I'm sorry about that. Mel, is it okay for white women dating a black guy? Says Mel. Why would it be okay? I don't know. What kind of question is that? Sorry, my assumption last time. Shower, hee hee. But I'm for love. So color, age, just as is. Real love. I'm for it. Big up yourself, Ketil. Timabu says, hey, Timabu. How are you tonight? How are you? Guys, we are one subscriber away from 460. A single subscriber. One subscriber. And 3 away from 30 likes. American Patriot, big up yourself. Robert McKenzie says, USA. I'm going to turn this fan off because it is really starting to annoy me a little bit. Maybe I'll just turn it the other way. He said, I got sleep last night, so it kind of affected that. Haha. Israel Montez says, how are you doing? I'm doing wonderful, Israel Montez. Big up yourself. Guys, 460. We have reached 460 subscribers. So we exceeded our goal of 450. And now we have reached we have arrived at our new goal at 460. But I'm sure we're still going to be running that subscription number up tonight. Timaboo says, I'm good and you? I'm doing wonderful. 30 likes. Big up yourself. Guys, just knocking you ladies and gentlemen, you guys are just knocking everything out of the park tonight. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Jonathan Mellon. I appreciate the subscription. Big up yourself. Much infinite love, wealth, health, and prosperity to you and your family, Jonathan Mellon. And I sincerely mean that. Thank you so much. Mothers of children, Puerto Rican. Other is Vietnam. Mothers of my children is Puerto Rican. Other is Viet. Okay, so are you? Okay, so you're. So you have like two baby mothers or one ex-wife, and is that what you're saying? Big up yourself, Kevin Sutton. Thank you so much for sharing. Robert McKenzie says, I don't like USA, but I like you. Thank you, man. It's really a spiritual thing, right? It's really a spiritual thing. It's not about where you're from or where you're at. You know what I mean? We're tapping into one another's vibes, so I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Robert McKenzie, big up yourself wherever you are in this world. Where you from? Jamaica, by way of the United States, by way of the East Coast, by way of New York. Did you visit this? Okay. All right, Israel Montez, big up yourself. I'm probably going to try going to sleep soon. I have school. We started this week on Monday. Yeah, you should probably go to sleep, young man. Yeah, get you some rest. Get you some rest. Get you some well-deserved rest. And thank you so much for being a part of what it is that we got going on here. You guys have been you guys have been absolutely brilliant tonight. You guys have been absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much, right? Sincerely appreciate it. How's my British accent? Rate my British accent from 1 to 10. Rate my British accent from 1 to 10. I could do a London accent too. Well, I mean, the London accent, no disrespect, but most of the stuff that they say is really Jamaican anyway, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of their slang is pretty much Jamaican. But I could do a London accent too, you know what I mean? I watch a lot of soccer and like a lot of the soccer content. So soccer, I said soccer. Yeah, that was disrespectful. Football. I watch a lot of football, right? And I do consume a lot of the football content. So yeah, I did pick up on a few things. Absolutely. No Life On says 7 out of 10. Hold on. A 7 out of 10? How's that? 7 out of 10? Are you mental? Are you absolutely mental? Have you gone bonkers? Beyond belief. Beyond belief, No Life, Alan. Beyond belief. Rate it again, Alan. I know it went up. I know it's like at least a 9 right now. I know it's at. How long did you take to realize that you wanted to marry your ex-wife? Oh, Thrifty Simplicity. That is a brilliant question. It didn't take me long at all. And as a matter of fact, I was young. I was just focused on music. I didn't realize that I was being used or manipulated. And yeah, I was simping at the time, to be completely honest with you. I was really simping at the time. Didn't take me long at all. I guess I was just in that mode where it's like I just always wanted a family, and I figured this was going to be the perfect chance for me to make a family. So that was that. Didn't take long at all. So I didn't really get to know the person, to be completely honest with you. That is a brilliant question. Thank you so much for asking that. Definitely learned from that whole experience. I like the last one I watched. That was about the relationship. If on the way out, then I assumed you shower and not the shoes as the other one did. Not sure what it is you're saying there, young man. Not sure, Mr. Henriksen. Hillbilly G says, I subbed, turned on all the notifications, and liked. Hillbilly G, you are a wonderful, wonderful human being. Have a wonderful night. go get some rest, and pop back up tomorrow. Hillbilly G says that British accent is 7 or an 8. You guys are trolling me right now. You guys are absolutely trolling me right now. You guys are absolutely. It's really a 10. You guys are absolutely trolling me right now. You guys are mental. You guys are absolutely mental right now. I mean, I can't. Very good. Jamaica, USA, very problems. KKK, but respect. I love Jamaica. I'm from Salvador, Baja, Brazil. Big up Brazil. I love Brazil. I absolutely love Brazil. Princess says 7. I think it's at least a 9. I think it's at least, me personally, I think it's at least a 9. I know it's not perfect yet, you know what I mean? But it's absolutely brilliant. I'll tell you that much. It's absolutely brilliant. I want to hear a Jamaican accent. Okay, cool. I tell you what. If we get the 465 subscribers tonight, I will give you a Jamaican accent. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a Jamaican accent for a minute straight. If we get the 462, not only am I going to give you a Jamaican accent, 465 subscribers, not only am I going to give you a Jamaican accent, but everything that I'm going to say is going to be patois. All complete sentences, straight patois. 465. Yeah, man, straight. You don't know. That's just a little sample, I'm telling you. 465. Where we at right now? 463. All right, we get the 465. I'll give you that Jamaican accent. Tima Boo says, what's your plans for today? Well, so today, man, I got work still in a. And I'm going to do some of this, some streaming as well. So you already know. I'm not going to give you guys all of this just for free. You know what I mean? 465, 465. Subscribers, and I'll do the Jamaican accent. Your British accent is horrible, bro. Gotta be honest. Hope you don't hate me for it. Timothy Oaks, something's wrong with your ears, bro. I don't think you heard my British accent. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It definitely wasn't my accent. I just said accent. Okay. It definitely wasn't my accent. My British accent is absolutely brilliant. Something's wrong with your ears. Something's wrong with your ears. Clean your ears out. Hillbilly says, okay, that's at least an 8. Jonathan says 8. Yeah, you're the only one that says it's horrible. Yeah, 8. I think it's a 9, but 8 is cool. 8 is cool. I'm not reading that one from Danny. Good morning from Uzbekistan. Big up Uzbekistan. Thank you so much, Uzbek Media. You're definitely not the first person in here that we've networked with from Uzbekistan. Guys, 463. All right, cool. Y'all don't want to hear the Jamaican accent. Cool. We ain't hit 465 yet. So we 2 more subscribers, you hear that Jamaican accent for 1 minute straight. Guaranteed. You guys hear me all the time. I'm like, big up. Where do you think that come from? Jamaica. Brother, I play music as well. I'm in high school marching band, and we have practice after school today. Well, it's 12 right now, so I guess today. Yeah. What you doing today? I answered that one already. No Life, 9.5. No Life said 9.5. 9.5. Big up yourself, no. Big up yourself. This is my last message for tonight, but I'm staying until you read my marching messages. So when you read this, I hope you'll be sleeping. Good night. I hope I'll be sleeping. Good night, my new brother. Big up yourself, young brother. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Thrifty Simplicity says, I love Jamaican accents. Yeah, me too. No need to be race trader. Anybody trading no race, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a German woman engaged to a Filipino man. Big up to yourself and your man, and I hope you guys have a long and prosperous relationship. I hope you guys are together for eternity, and this is everything you've ever dreamed of. Big up yourself, Josie. My girl is from Kenya, and there are a lot of expats from Rhodesia. Rhodesia. I'm not entirely sure what Rhodesia is. This is the hardest accent to nail. What are you talking about? What is the hardest accent to nail? I don't know how to do a Kenyan accent. I'm not going to pretend. You know what I mean? But if I practice, I could do a Nigerian accent for sure. Where are you going today? You see how that is? Look at that. Oh, just roll off the tongue. Man, he's smooth. He's smooth. Would you be willing to date side? Okay. All right, JD. Not answering that. Subscribe, please. I need the Jamaican accent. Yes, he needs the Jamaican accent, guys. We're still on 463. So, guys, we just need 2 more subscribers and then the Jamaican accent for 1 minute straight. Straight. I don't know. I love America, says Emmanuel. Emmanuel. What? That is a Nigerian more than British. Nah, yeah, the second time that was definitely Nigerian for sure. What are you doing today? Where are you going? Huh? Big up to Nigeria. Big up to all West. Okay. Yeah, man, you don't know, say out. Yeah. So we just passed 456. So 466. So you don't know the things they already still, you see me? Big up on yourself. Much respect. Enough respect. You see me, I say? C4M, just subscribe. Yeah, man, you don't know that's there already still, you see me? So what do you want me to talk about right now? What do you want me to talk about? Eh? And I don't know some love you know now. Yeah, man. Love you, man. Big time, big time. Yeah, man. Every day when I make my day, you don't know that stay already. You see me? Always run from the cops. Even if you did nothing wrong. Says, please, no, no. No, please, no, one. No. It's the U price. Okay, now 100. Big up. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, man. You see, my natural accent, that tonight. You see me? Even though, you know what I mean? You don't know that's there already. Yeah. Yeah, man. Easy for me to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Was that a minute? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You don't know the things they already still. But you don't know, say unity we say still. Unity. 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 Yeah. People, my love on you. Man say my accent. I want to hear, brother. When you talk about fake, brother. What's fake, bro? When you talk about my G. Come on, man. You talk about you can't hear genuine accent like this and I talk about say fake, brother. I want to hear, bro. Brother, fake, brother. That's cool, man. I want to hear that. Alright, cool. I was definitely a minute for sure. That was 100%. Definitely more than a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I didn't know I was fluent in. Yeah, I didn't know I was fluent in Patwa like that, did you? Yeah, I'm fluent in Patwa. I don't practice as much, you know what I mean? But yeah, you don't know. That's my family's Jamaican. Everybody's Jamaican, pretty much. Pretty much everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate your kindness. Wait, what? Josie says, why thank you. Really appreciate your kindness. We've been together for over 2 years trucking along, but we both are very loyal and blessed. We found each other again after so long. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm not entirely sure who it is that she's talking to, but that's wonderful. I sincerely appreciate that. And whoever it is that you're talking to, I'm sure they appreciate that as well. And do want the best for you. Thank you so much. Nah, bro, that gotta be okay. I read that. 30 seconds more. No man, I'm giving about 2 minutes already, man. I had top, boy. I can't give y'all 30 more minutes. Then we gonna have to if I give you 30 more seconds, we gonna have to hit 470 tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 470? I don't know say yeah, man. What you say? Yeah man. 470 I would do that again. Zini. I mean, I'm Korean and most people don't want to date Asian men. So not like that I have an option. I'm not entirely sure if that's a factual statement. I'm sure you can find somebody outside of your race that really likes. Don't be insecure about who it is that you are, right? Be confident who it is that you are. Um, I don't think a lot of times it just has to do with your race. I think people have their preferences. I think you might like somebody or prefer somebody or want somebody that may not be interested in you. But there are people out there definitely that like Asian men. So big up yourself, man. And nah, man, none of that low self-esteem thing. I'm tier, brother. Brother, I want to, brother. Yo, have confidence, my G. I want to, my G. Come on, man. I want to, bro. Confidence, we say. I don't know. Yeah, man. Have a good night, says Jonathan. Big up yourself, Jonathan. Big up yourself. 90, wow, 96. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I'm probably gonna hang around for a good maybe another 20 minutes or so because I sincerely do appreciate you and love you guys so much. And I do think that I really think we could hit 470 tonight. We hit every other milestone. We might as well just go ahead and hit 470. Right? Look, we're already on almost 40 likes. Guys, I really honestly and I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit. But I really sincerely appreciate every single one of you. Right? I can't express it in words how much I appreciate every single one of you and how much I love doing this, how much I love networking with you guys, how much I love talking to you guys, how much I love expressing my truth, and just being genuine and open, right? You guys invited me over, right, into your phone, into your thoughts, into your heart. And we get to share this space together. We get to share this time together as spiritual beings having this human experience. We get to share this vibe together. You know what I mean? And yeah, that I definitely appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all things, but I'm definitely grateful for that. So big up on yourself. When I done know, yeah, man. Big up on yourself, man. I'm telling them, man. Yeah. When you can come to Brazil, brother, you will love it. It's the capital of African culture in Brazil. Very beautiful. Yeah, man. Love Brazil, man. Love Brazil. What I say, man. Remember, Brazil used to have Bebeto, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, the R9, Robinho, Kaká, Cafu, Dida, Roberto Carlos, Zé Roberto. I could just go on and on and on. Brazil always used to be the international team that I would support. And because their colors are so similar to Jamaican colors as well, was just easy for me to. I love Brazil. I love Brazilian culture. I dated an Afro-Brazilian at one point. Yeah, you know what I mean? Big up to Brazil. Big up to Brazil. Big up to Brazil. Man, sounds like Bob Marley. Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's how Jamaicans talk. You know what I mean? Um, did you guys hear that Buju when Buju was on Drink Champs? Him still I international. Wait, hold on, wait a second. Nah, that's not what he said. What did he say? I don't remember what he said, but he said something along the lines of, "Them thief I and I intellectual property." You know what I mean, he was spitting some facts, but it just was funny how he said it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. But big up to Buju Banton, man. Big up to Buju. Definitely a legend. Definitely a legend. Try to do a Philly accent. Yo, I don't know how to do a Philly accent. What do Philly dudes sound like? I don't know what Philly. I don't know if I can't do a Philly accent without cussing because I only know certain things that Gilly and Wallow say. And like I actually got family in Philly too, but I don't really know a Philly accent to be honest with you. NYW says my ex was half Korean. Okay, big up yourself. Big up yourself. So yeah, there you go. There is some people that do like Asian men. You understand what I'm saying? Be confident in who you are, right? You know, people have that sort of standard of beauty and stuff like that, and they think that this is the standard. I don't let any of that sort of stuff deter me, right? People are gonna like what they like, right? And there's beauty in every race. There's beauty in every culture. I don't particularly have a small nose. I don't have thin lips, right? I have really thick hair, right? But I'm confident in what it is that I was given. I'm confident in who it is, and it's not just about what is on the outside, to be completely honest with you, right? So at the end of the day, guys, you got to have confidence in yourself. It starts with you. You have to know that you matter. It starts with you. Stop waiting on somebody outside of you to validate you. You don't need them to validate you. You don't need them to validate you. You got to validate you. You got to love you. You got to enjoy it all starts with you. Right? So if you keep telling yourself, oh, I don't know if they want my type, what you think's going to happen? Nah. I don't have that type of mentality. That's not the type of spiritual diet or mental diet that you need to be consuming. That's not good for you. You understand what I'm saying? But big up yourself either way, man. Confident. Be confident in yourself, man. But don't be arrogant. Don't be an a-hole. But be confident. It's not that I'm opposed to dating outside my race, but I would have higher standards for someone in terms of looks. Okay? I hear what you're saying. Russian, let me check to see what it is that this thing says. Okay, so it's gone down to 69%, and we've had 197 views. 197 views. 197 votes, but it's gone down to 69%. Big up yourself, guys. Big up yourself. That's still a significant number. I'm not gonna lie to you. Russian, yeah, okay, we read that one already. Rhodesia became Zimbabwe. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. The expats are mostly British or Dutch settlers who fled during the Civil War. It's the accent Leo has in Blood Diamond. Okay. I did watch Blood Diamond, but that was years ago. I was probably a kid or a teenager or something when I watched that movie. I don't remember the accent. Nah, bro is reading comments from 20 minutes ago. Good Clean Advice says, how are you today? I'm doing well, Good Clean Advice. Bro, stop it, bro. Yeah, I'm not reading. You're capping because I had maxed it all the way out maybe like 10 minutes ago. So I know you're capping. And also, we have a show to do. We have other things that we're going to talk about. So it's not all just about the comments, guys. So please be a little bit patient because a lot of times these comments just go and go and go, and it's hard to really keep up with them. But I do appreciate you guys sending in those comments. And I do appreciate the amount of subscribers that we got tonight. That's big time. You guys are big time. Not really a Buju fan. Capleton goes hella hard. Bro, stop it, bro. All right, Capleton goes hard. Look, Max, listen to me, Max. Capleton goes hard, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Only Rasta can liberate the people. Come on, man. Go listen to Buju again, bro. Go back and listen to Buju again. Go back and listen to Buju again, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Go back and listen to Buju again. Timaboo says, I'm from West Philly. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Shout out to West Philadelphia. Nah, but for real, you can't really know if Jamaicans are because they are always on gong. I think he's trying to say, you guys know what it is that he's trying to say. But nah, not all Jamaicans smoke. As a matter of fact, most of my family do not smoke. But I used to at one point, yes. But that's a stereotype that's not really accurate, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you. Tima 2 says, my family all lives in Conchi. I'm not entirely sure where Conchi is, but big up to Conchi. Big up to Timothy Oaks' family, wherever they are. Stop eating crap, says Yes Man. Yes, man. Thrifty Simplicity says, at Owl, there are dating apps specifically for BW and AM dating. Absolutely. She's absolutely right. Confident and humble, says NYW. Absolutely. But confidence is important. Yes. Humility is also important, but be confident in yourself. Know your worth. You have to know your worth, guys. You have to know your, because if you don't know your worth, you're waiting on someone outside of you to really validate you. Right? So what someone outside of you says can really affect your ego, can really affect your confidence if you yourself is not feeding confidence into yourself, if you're not telling yourself the right things, right? So it all really starts with you, right? You can't wait on people outside of you to feed you, to give you confidence. That's something that you have to, as a man, if you don't really have confidence, then pick a hobby, find something that you could do to use that could build your confidence in yourself. But it's important. It's very important for you to have confidence in yourself and have belief in yourself so that when you do come across obstacles in life, you do know that you could overcome it. You believe in yourself in overcoming those obstacles. You know what I mean? So that's very important for any man, any woman as well. You know what I mean? Back up from the mic, says, I'm just, damn, bro. All right, bro. God damn. I'm kidding. He's like, back up from the mic. I don't know, man. Am I too loud, guys? Is that what this is? Big up yourselves anyway. Thank you so much for letting me know if I'm too loud or not. Can we talk about peanut butter? Says seventh floor. Go ahead, man. Talk about peanut butter. Do you use carts? Not entirely sure what it is you're talking about. Laugh out loud. Know you was going to do that. Laugh out loud. Every time I tell people I'm from West Philadelphia, they always do that. Come on, you knew it was coming. If you said I was from Philly, I wouldn't have said nothing. But if you say you're from West Philadelphia, come on. Like, everybody grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was the show on TV, right? And that really cemented Will Smith's legacy, you know. I'm just Obi says, I was going to see. Timothy Oak says, always mention family in Conchi? What is Conchi? What is this Conchi? Guys, what's Conchi? Where's Conchi, guys? I don't know where Conchi is. Is he trolling me? If you had any muscles, dab pens. Okay, I'm confused as hell. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I don't know what I'm absolutely confused by what it is you guys are talking about right now. You know what accent? You know what accent is probably the most difficult accent to do? Like, I never tried it before, right? But the Scouse accent. Do you guys know about the Scouse accent? Accident. I keep saying accident. Like the Liverpool lad. That accent. I've never even attempted to do that accent before. At some point, it just takes a little practice. I feel like I could get it if I do. No, sir, I do not use. I don't use anything. I don't use drugs, right? But thank you for asking. He says, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, North Philly. Bro, how would I know? That's like me being like, oh, oh my God, that's the Conchi you talking about, bro. If you're not from Philly, that's like somebody from LA being like, hey, I'm from Santa Monica Boulevard. You know what I mean? Or and that's all they say. But let's say I'm from like Oklahoma or something. I've never been to California, and you just go, I'm from Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm gonna be like, yo, where's Santa Monica Boulevard? Right? You hit me with the Conchi. I don't know what that is. He says, like Yonkers is to the Bronx. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, that's a good comparison. That's something that I could really relate to. He said, he said, I'm laughing so hard right now. No, I'm laughing because what was that? How TF do you survive? Says Devin Ash. Man, I do it, man. I do it. I absolutely do it. I don't know. The universe just always has me, man. Like, I've been through so many things before, right? It's been times where I was shot at when I was younger. Not because I was out there doing something to people or whatever it is, but because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And people decided they were going to try their luck. And it didn't Didn't really go well for them, but I wouldn't have made it out of that situation without something or someone watching over me, to be completely honest with you. I've been through quite a bit of ups and downs, man, but I still managed to really keep my vibration, my energy. I still, I don't know what it is, but I think it's that perseverance. You know what I mean? I think everything that we've been through as a people, right? I think everything that we've been through as a people, and you guys know precisely what it is that I'm talking about. I don't have to really speak in code, or I don't have to isolate or alienate, but everything that we've been through as a people, right? I think that made me strong, made me incredibly strong, mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong. And, you know, you just have to find strength in the struggle sometimes. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah. And I definitely believe in you guys as well. So whenever you are going through certain things, just know that this is to make you stronger. This is to make you mentally stronger, spiritually stronger, and just stronger in every avenue. I'm going to be on, guys, for another about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, man. All right, cool. And that, man, I say so. 470. Yeah, man, you don't know. So, as I say already still, want to reach 470. I'm going to talk for the next 30 seconds. I'm going to talk in a potway. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. You don't know the things there already still. Yeah. So, any of you ever go to Jamaica yet? Or any of you ever come to New York yet? You know about New York? You don't know about New York? Who here know about New York? You don't know nothing about New York, man. I want to talk about, man. How long do you have to learn Jamaican? How long do you have to learn Jamaican? I'm Jamaican, bro. I'm Jamaican. Like, I am Jamaican, so that's how that happened. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is the language that people talk in Jamaica. So you know what I mean. You know how that goes. I'm laughing so hard right now. Hey, says Aiden Math Edits. I appreciate you guys. We reached every single goal that we set tonight, and that's how the universe works. That's how the universe works. I'm telling you, man. Once you become one with the spirit, one with God, and it's like you'll have a vision, right? Like the universe is gonna bless you with the vision, and it's already there. It already exists, right? You could see it. You could see it with your mind's eyes. You could see it with your spirit. It blesses you with the vision, so it's already there. Now all you really got to do is show up and do what it is you're supposed to do, right? Now all you really have to do is just get up and just show up, you know. And I sincerely appreciate every single one of you guys. Boom. Boom. So yeah, we hit every goal, and I'm sure we're gonna hit like 471, right? So this tonight, we went from 436 to 470 subscribers, and that's thanks, and not in part, but in total to you guys, right? So I sincerely appreciate that. Ooh, we got some faces. Hold on, let me see. What do you mean if you tell you we homies, but get mad when you say you don't miss them? wait, let me read that again. Hold on. What do you mean if a man tell you we homies, but get mad when you say you don't miss them? Hey, you know what's crazy? There was a point in time when I was actually dating this one girl, right? Like in the initial stages of like my separation from my long term relationship. We're not gonna get too much into that. But yeah, you know, like the whole basis of we were together and she was like, hey, don't get comfortable, don't get too comfortable, this, that, and the third. And then it's like when she was hitting me up and she couldn't get me, she would always get upset. And even though it's not like I was ducking her calls, it's just that, you know, I might have had something to do, or because at the time I was traveling a lot to up where my cousin lives, which is it's in the woods up. I'm not going to tell you what county, but definitely upstate, right? So calls would always drop, and she would be so upset. She would always think, "Oh, I'm cheating on her," this, that, and even though we're not in a relationship. So sometimes people tend to say those things to try to use reverse psychology to make you want them more, but it doesn't always work that way. So I don't know. It's one of those things. But yeah, that does happen. I've experienced something very similar to that. Tommy Boo, you're absolutely right about that. You want to see God look in the mirror. The Father and I are one. Absolutely one with all. Big up yourself. You're absolutely right about that. I'm just Obi says, bruh. Leonard de Yuda says, laughing emoji. Neve Road says, hey, my family from Jamaica, but I'm from Florida. Oh, okay. Big up yourself. Hey, you know some used to live over Florida too. Used to live over Florida, you know. All over Florida still. Yeah, man. South Florida. Um, like West, no West Palm still, but like Belglade and them place there. Fort Lauderdale and them place there. Broward County. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All over Florida. North, South, and Central. You don't know. You see me? Big up yourself, though, man. Big up yourself. I am just Obi. Make sure you subscribe to the Obi. Obi, no bother with the foolishness in the Obi, because 5 more minutes to I matter of fact, 4 to 5 more minutes to I on the live, you know. So make sure you say you subscribe to the content, you know. And support the thing, you know, my lad. He said, bro, same Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, so Fort Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Davie, Pembroke Pines. We lived in Pembroke Pines at one point. Bro, so many places, bro. So many places. So many places down there. He said I used to live there. Yeah, man. Yeah. I got an auntie who lived in the worst place in Orlando, bro. Mercy Drive, bro. Mercy Drive was the worst place in Orlando. I'm not gonna hold you on that. I had an aunt that used to stay over there at one point. Bro, never left the crib. I spent the whole summer inside the crib that one time when I went over there. My parting wisdom, often in crowd, when we truly alone, we can find ourselves, says Timothy Oakes. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Timothy Oakes. Timothy Oakes, yeah, you can find yourself in isolation when you're alone. You're absolutely right about that. That tends to be the best way to do it, man. Be alone and going inward, you know? Thrifty Simplicity says originally from Central Florida. Big up to Central Florida. Where? Tampa or like Orlando? Big up to Central Florida. Big up to Central Florida. Big up to all of Florida. Big up to the whole world. But now we live in Tennessee. Oh, you live in Tennessee. Where? Memphis? Hopefully not Memphis. Hopefully not Memphis. Man, I heard Memphis gets crazy. But big up to Memphis. Big up to wherever it is that you live, man. Make the most of it. Make the best of it. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you so much, Timothy Oakes. Thank you so much. Infinite guidance, love, health, wealth, and prosperity to you. You are an absolute gem tonight. Thank you so much, my guy. What you know about Mercy Drive? I'm dead. Yeah. I got a question for you, Thrifty. Is Mercy Drive still as bad as it was back then? Because back then, and this is what year was this? This is like, my aunt lived there in like 05, 06, something like that, right? And I spent the summer up there, and it was probably the worst summer ever. I'm not gonna lie to you, not because of what was happening outside, but also what was happening internally as well. Yeah, it wasn't fun at all. It was not fun at all. Yeah. But what you know about Mercy Drive? What you know about Mercy Drive? Yeah, I spent the whole summer up there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. We went to 470 and we went down to 469. That's not cool, but that's okay because we hit it, right? So, you know, tomorrow we'll probably get to like. We could potentially hit 500 tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We could tomorrow potentially hit 500. You guys were phenomenal tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of what it is that we do here. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. I have not lived in Florida in years. I'm not sure if it's still crime ridden. Okay, where are you at now? As a matter of fact, before we, hopefully she responds before we go. Before I was born, we lived in Fort Myers. Okay, I know Fort Myers. But Thrifty Simplicity, where you at now? And Thrifty Simplicity, you know something? I want to connect with you. I think you're a phenomenal person. She says on the West Coast now. All right. Damn. And I don't have none of my pens in here with me. I think. Oh, here it is. I got mad pens right here. What am I talking about? Look. Look me up, guys, on IG. Thrifty. This is me on IG. Right? This is me on IG. So look me up on IG and follow me on IG. I'll follow you back. And yeah, we should connect. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Each and every single one of you. Big up yourselves. You guys were absolute superstars tonight. I think this was the best vibe that we've had on these lives that we do. And as time progresses, we do tend to get to know each other a little bit better. And this just becomes more and more fun. I'm going to take one last look on what it is that you guys said. Okay, so 69% of people says the poll results are, right? So are you open to dating outside of your race? And 69%, that's damn near 70% of people to 31% of people. 69% of people said yes. You guys are absolute superstars. I appreciate every single one of you. My phone that was almost fully charged is not. Yo, what is up with this thing? How do I? Come on, what are you doing? All right, okay. I'm gonna end the poll because it's like interfering right now. How do you feel about colored hair? I love pink and purple. I only stayed here because of the vibes. We're all friendly. Can't believe it's been 2 hours. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. Love you guys. Thank you so much. The poll results are at the bottom of the thingamajig. But big up each and every one of you guys. I'm gonna call it a night, guys, and be kind to yourself. Say something positive to yourself before you go to your bed tonight. Wake up tomorrow. Say something positive about yourself. Spend some time by yourself. Appreciate where you are, wherever you are right now. Have a wonderful night, each and every one of you. Big up each and every one of you. Thank you so much. You guys are superstars. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.